let's go to let's get a big boy in here. Yeah, you don't hear a lot of big boy football being talked about in the transfer portal regarding the offensive line. Easton Kilty, number one, number two interior offensive lineman, right? Depending on what you're looking at. He's from North Dakota. This is a guy that a lot of schools wanted badly. But you know what? You know who gets him? Chris Kleiman over there at Kansas State gets him. A nice plug and play guy because you're gonna lose Cooper Beebe to the uh uh
The
the NFL
NFL.
draft, right? Duh. Very good guard, one of the better guards in the entire country. And you're just replacing with one of the best transportal guards in the entire country as well. Did I watch a lot of North Dakota football this year? Put me on a lie detector. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I didn't watch a ton of North Dakota football this year. But all I'm hearing about and all these coaches are talking about, and the fact that he was so highly sought after in the transfer portal leads me to believe that this is a really good pickup for Kansas State. Profiles pretty well. You get a guard that's 6'5", 300 pounds. I'll I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it for sure. So you're not going to see a ton of monsters like that coming up in the transfer portal from the FCS levels. But here you are from the Eagles of North Dakota.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't watch a ton of his play in the regular season, but also like when he did play really good opponents, right? Like in their division, they or in their conference, they play really good teams like North Dakota State, South Dakota State, and some other really good teams in that conference. I believe it's the Missouri Valley. They also played Boise State this year, right? And he came up and he graded out really, really well on PFF, and that's something you love to see up in that competition, ready to come in right away and compete for a job and compete in the Big 12 for Kansas State. We've seen a lot of guys from that FCS ranks have success in the NFL and also in college in the FBS when they transfer up a level. Yeah, I'm really excited for this kid for him. He seems like a very energetic, very fiery player, and that's obviously something you want, right? With a guy with a chip on his shoulder, overlooked in high school, and Kansas State gets a good one here.
Yeah, and I more importantly than sure, if you guys want to go check out his film, I'm sure he's got a highlight tape. I'm sure it's awesome. I'm sure it's just him like road grading pancake blocking guys. The more important part of the story though is like, you know, you're trying to figure out how do we replace Cooper on the offensive line. He's such a leader, such a dominant force there, and it feels like you got a pretty good replacement there. So that's what I'm gonna take from that. And this is a great get. This kid's built built and raised in Wisconsin, which they produce some pretty good offensive linemen. Those cornbread fed white boys. Uh, as you said, I think he's gonna be pretty good. So I hope he works out, and I'll be watching him a ton this upcoming season. And look, when we start putting together, more stuff in the off season, I start putting together team previews and stuff. I will be watching more of his film, and I will be evaluating him. And I'll look. I mean, I'm not an X's and O's guy, but I love me a good pancake block, so I'm excited for that.
And also some positional versatility. He's a guy that played and started 23 games for North Dakota. Some at right tackle too, his redshirt freshman year. So you love to see that he probably fits in more at guard at the college at the FBS level and for Kansas State. But never a bad thing to have multiple swing tackles, swing guards on your team, especially with injuries and everything that happens there in the transfer portal with all the depth you lose at every offseason and the attrition that you take in that O line room. You always love a body like this, a guy with positional versatility.